Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. The other day, little mini Diddy, aka King Combs, jumped online to let everybody know that he's going to be taking over his father's social media accounts so that he can spread a little positivity. Watch this.
What's up, y'all? It's King Combs, and right now I'm taking over my pop's Instagram. We're gonna be posting videos by spreading, good energy and taking y'all down memory lane and all the positive things he did. So stay tuned and watch this. Let's go. We love you, Pops. Happy birthday.
Oh my goodness, who do you think needs to break the news to King Combs and let him know that his father Diddy is absolutely done, and no amount of feel-good stories that he posts about all of the good deeds that Diddy did in the past is going to change the situation. It's over. So instead of jumping on Instagram trying to take over his father's accounts, what he needs to do is go out and find himself a job, because I don't know if he knows this or not, but once his daddy Diddy's money runs out, so does all of his residual clout. Listen, let me know in the comment section below. Once Diddy's money runs out, does King Combs still have any clout? Alright, so as you know, P. Diddy is still over there trying to get out of jail. And even though his bail request has been denied 3 times, he's come up with another proposal that he believes just might be the key to unlocking the door to his jail cell. This time around, in addition to offering the courts $50 million to be secured by his home in Miami, which is worth $48 million, and his mother's home, Diddy says that he's willing to do house arrest in New York or Florida, have no access to phones or the internet, and have a pre-approved guest list. And his baby mama, Sarah Chapman, is also going to secure the loan. Listen, with the exception of saying that Sarah Chapman is going to secure the loan, this bond request seems exactly like the last bond request. And just like the last request, this one is most likely not going to work because none of the people that Diddy says is going to secure his loans have jobs. I mean, his 3 sons, his mom, and Sarah Chapman basically live off of him. So if he decides to make a run for it, the courts aren't going to get their money back. Who is Diddy kidding? Listen, let's play mock trial for a second. If you're the judge and Diddy says that Sarah Chapman, his baby mama, is gonna vouch for him, does that make any difference in the world? Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And really quick, I have one more question. For all my super conservative MAGA red hat Republicans who voted for Trump, if Trump was to get into office and pardon Diddy, would you still rock with Trump? Let me know down below. Now, check this out. The other day, Charleston did an interview in which he discussed his key takeaways from the election of 2024. Watch this.
The biggest takeaway from this election is that the Democratic Party think black folks are stupid because they went and got the worst entertainers to talk to us. They went and got the lowest vibration of our black women to come talk to us. They didn't get no upstanding sister to talk to us, from Cardi B, Kelly Rowland. They didn't go get nobody. They went and got all entertainers who shake their ass and pop. So it showed me that our black entertainers are puppets, and not only they puppets, nigga, they lapdog, they bootlickers, and they hypocritical because the police shooters, wrongful convictions, women being abused. What about the sister that got killed in Mexico by her friends? Yeah. Homie, they never speak out on nothing until the politicians go get them during the presidential election. Why don't they ever come out during the local election? We don't even know what Beyonce sound like if she ain't singing. So they'll never talk to us other than that. You Cardi B go from having sex with a pregnant baby, having sex married, to trying to tell us who to vote for. Come on, homie, so he showed me that we cannot trace. No, man, so Plies, DL, Hilton, all of them, they can't be for us because they don't talk to us, they talk at us. So when the politicians tell them to tell us to go vote, here they come. And these are the same people who were with Puffy during his vote or die. Remember Puffy? These are the same people that used Puffy for the vote or die. These are the same people who attend Puffy parties. So I say, homie, the biggest takeaway I take away from this, homie, is that black people, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. We're the lowest, and they don't respect our minds. They honor our culture, but they don't respect it. Because our culture is detrimental. They honor it because it's a detriment to us. They don't respect our minds. They know we miseducated. They know we uninformed, and they know we ill-informed. And most of us are unintelligent, almost even grasp. The average person who was coming to tell you to go vote didn't explain the 3 branches of government. So they telling you to go vote, but they still forget to tell you that there's an electoral college vote. So they pushing the popular vote. Come on, man. And we don't even know the party issues. So the biggest mistake that they made if they stayed talking about abortion. And abortion was only 12% of the concern of American people. Man, come on now. But they do that because...
What was the biggest concern? What was the biggest concern?
The biggest concern was the border.
Okay, so really quick, let me ask you 3 questions. 1, can a celebrity or entertainer change who you're gonna vote for? 2, is Kelly Rowland low vibration? And 3, do you agree with Charleston White, or are you over there like, Charleston White needs to walk all the way to the back of the auditorium, take a seat, and be quiet? Because if he felt that the majority of the black electorate was uneducated about the 3 branches of government and the Electoral College, then he should have been out here educating them instead of jumping online, dropping fake videos about supposedly being fake shot by his ops. Now, one thing that Charleston White said that is absolutely true is that a whole lot of people who voted in this election really didn't even know what they were voting for. Watch this.
I'm voting for the man that's gonna take America back, baby. Donald J. Trump, man. Let's go. Let's go. We're tired of this. They're confused, man. Very confused.
Yeah. So what's one of your biggest issues?
My biggest issue is probably gonna be inflation, because I'm a business owner and it hit me hard. Because I sell T-shirts and all that stuff.
Your T-shirts are made in the USA?
No, my blanks, no. See, that's a problem. They're not, because a blank in USA cost me $20. I can't afford that. But see, that's the thing Trump's talking about. Manufacturing. All these companies have sold out over to the sweatshops. If we tax them, hit tariffs, the same item they're making over there will cost the same to make over here.
We pay the tariffs.
Well, the companies pay the tariffs, not us.
Yeah, anything. So China doesn't pay the tariffs. We do when they come in.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, whoever's importing is paying the taxes, man. That's the point of it.
No. So when
they import it. Maybe they pass it on to the consumer, but
no. They pass it on to the consumer. Like if I'm buying 1,000 shirts from China and there's a tariff on it, I'm paying the tariff.
Well, no, whoever's getting it imported in is going to pay the tariffs.
Yeah. I'm the business owner. I'm paying the tariff on the imported good. China doesn't pay it. I pay for it. Well, like if I'm the business owner and I buy 1,000 shirts,
I see what you're saying.
China's not Jolly. Tariffs.
So I'm familiar with it, man. I import a lot of shit in.
So I'm trying to explain.
Who pays the tariff?
They're paying the tariff.
Do you think that? Do you believe that?
I was trying to say, because I sell merch as well.
I sell you something for $10, right? And then you're going to sell it to him for $20.
Exactly.
But then I make you pay me $15 for it. Are you still going to sell it to him for $20?
I can sell it to him for $20.
If I raise the price $5?
Oh, it's going to have to go up.
Right. So
yeah, the consumer foots the bill.
Okay, so first off, the best part of that video is that my man went out and bought him a gold chain with the 3D Trump medallion with the MAGA hat with Donald Trump smoking a blunt. I am done. Now, very interestingly, after the election was over, there was a spike in people looking up what's an import. Listen, just so you know, and people like this dude aren't running around mad confused, imports are goods coming into the country and exports are goods that are exiting the country. So, for example, if China sells the US toilet tissue that they were originally selling for $2 and the US adds an import tax of 60%, that item is now going to go up from $2 to $3.20, and China is going to pass that cost along to you, the consumer. Now, the only way that adding the import tax to goods helps you is if you stop buying goods from China and you begin purchasing items that are only made in the USA from sellers who don't have to pay that import tax. So, if you're a small businessman like this dude who imports his t-shirts from China, you just voted to increase the price that you're paying for that product, unless you can find a new manufacturer in the US that may or may not sell you that same product for less. Now, let's be clear, I'm not saying whether or not the import tax is bad or good. I am just telling you what the import tax is going to do to the price of your imported goods. Alright, so after Trump was re-elected, a number of his surrogates like Nick Fuentes jumped online talking crazy, and they were like, all y'all biatches who voted for Trump are stupid, because it was never about protecting women, it was about your body being men's choice. Check this out.
Hey bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. And there will never, ever be a female president. Never! There will never be a female president, ever! We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
Oh my goodness, please. Nick Fuentes is very easy to deal with. Since he's running around talking about your body is my choice, then you should tell him that his blue balls are also your choice. Hashtag no coochie for Nick Fuentes. Real talk, to all my white sisters out there, if you have an ounce of self-respect, I mean a semblance of self-respect, then you will join the movement, hashtag no coochie for Nick Fuentes. And I know, somebody's gonna come in the comment section like, Sauce, how come you only mention white women? Because no black woman on the face of this earth is sleeping with that frat boy. Anyhow, Nick Fuentes wasn't the only one out here talking mess, because Steve Bannon also jumped online and quoted Matt Walsh when he said that Project 2025 is real. LOL.
Now that the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda.
Yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda.
Listen, I don't think that these very privileged white dudes understand that playing around with women's reproductive rights and people's human rights is no laughing matter. And if they keep on playing around, in the timeless words of Ari Lennox, they gonna
fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Ooh. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out.
Alright, so just so you know, I didn't say that. Ari Lennox said that. Alright, so the other day somebody came in my comment section and they were like, Sauce, can you please explain what Steve Bannon and all of them are talking about with this Project 2025? Because I'm mad confused. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna explain it to you, but instead, I'm gonna let somebody else explain it to you Schoolhouse Rock style. Because, like Charleston White said, sometimes you gotta give it to people in a way that they can understand it.
Hey there, who are you? Oh, just the most important document in our country's history. You mean the Constitution? Nope. The Declaration of Independence? Yes, again. The Federalist Papers? The Federalist... what? No. Even more important than whatever you just said. Now sit right here and I'll tell you all about me. I'm just a little paper for the ages. A way to set the government straight. A short 887 pages on how to make America great again by forcing through the president's agenda, removing all of those who disagree, replacing with our loyal party members, and reclaim our great country. In sum, give power to the president to authorize the government to legislate morality and wrestle back normality from Marxist ideologies that infiltrate our policies like gender, race, or anything woke. We're gonna abolish the Department of Education, turn the swearing in into a coronation. America's great salvation will arrive with Project 2025. Coronation? You mean like a king? No, it's called the unitary executive theory. It gives the next president unchecked power to do whatever they want. So, a king. Oh, let's not get hung up on semantics. Here's how it's gonna work. Once that we've started the transition, and no one's left to tell us to wait, we'll go through every policy position, get rid of all the language that we hate, like civil rights, diversity, and unions, and pronouns to mention but a few. Defunding any liberal institutions that dare question what we do. I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court... Oh, the Supreme Court. That's a good one. Now, where was I? Abortion will be pretty much illegal, and reproductive rights will be gone. We'll get back to the biblical ideal that a family means a daddy and a mom with kids. Repeal the crazy climate regulations that get in the economy's way, with everyone reporting to their stations on Inauguration Day. When we give power to the president to authorize the government to legislate morality, expelling abnormality like godless ideologies, protecting inequalities like gender, race, and anything woke, we're gonna abolish the Department of Education, convert the melting pot into a Christian nation. The stage is set and we'll be going live in 2025. I can't seriously say all that. Wanna bet? Come on, let's crack me open. Page 124. Make more nuclear weapons. Page 257. End the war on fossil fuels. Page 214. No more gun violence protection. Page 298. Feeding hungry kids at our schools. Turn to page 5. Ban offensive books from the classroom. 563. Make it hard to register to vote. Page 449. Dismantle Medicare. Kill off the grizzly bear. Delete the term sexual orientation, gender equality, awareness of sensitivity, diversity, equity, inclusion, abortion, reproductive health, and reproductive rights out of every rule, regulation, contract, grant, and piece of federal legislation that exists. And that's an actual quote. And that, my friend, is only the beginning of how this makes America great. You'll be so overwhelmed with all the winning that you won't know what you've lost till it's too...
Wait! This doesn't sound great at all.
No,
it sounds like a f***ing nightmare.
Listen, I'm over here just shaking my head because Project 2025 is extremely bad. But to be fair, thus far, it's only Donald Trump's overly zealous zealots like Nick Fuentes and Steve Bannon that are running around online saying that it's real. And Donald Trump promised during his campaign that he wasn't going to institute it. But I'm telling you this, if Donald Trump does choose to institute it as part of his party's agenda for the next couple of years, oh my goodness, it's going to be disastrous. But like my mom always said, hope for the best and plan for the worst. Now, interestingly enough, after Donald Trump got elected, an interesting phenomena started to occur online. A whole bunch of women started searching the 4B movement. And I know, you're like, Sauce, what's that? Listen, I'm gonna let this chick on TikTok explain it to you. TikTok chick, can you please tell them what the 4B movement is?
I'm so glad you asked. The 4B movement is a movement in South Korea right now where the misogyny and sexism is so bad that South Korean women have decided to opt out of dealing with men entirely. That is not a joke. That is not an exaggeration. They are not dating men. They are not marrying men. They are not having children with men. They're not even sleeping with men anymore. And it's called the 4B movement because the Korean words for those four things all start with the letter B. This kind of first started happening around 2016 when Kim Ji-young, born 1982, a novel came out. And it is a fictional book about a Korean every woman and all of the misogyny and sexism that she's experienced from literally being a child all the way to her being an adult suffering with postpartum depression after having her child. Now, this book became a runaway bestseller among South Korean women because they were like, she's just like me for real. And that's kind of when it started cooking, right? Now, the movement officially got its name in 2019 and it's just been going ever since. It's so successful, in fact, that now South Korea has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. The number of deaths in South Korea outnumber the number of births in South Korea. And it's hilarious because all the men and the government are like, oh my God, what do we do? They don't want to like talk to us. They don't want to date us. What do we do? Like everything's in shambles. We don't know what to do. When South Korean women have been very clear from day one, they're like, hey, either you get your act together or we are literally eliminating all of this. Like, we are shutting it down. So that's the 4B movement and why I'm so obsessed with it and why I think we should have the 4B movement everywhere. Thanks for listening. Bye!
Listen, I find it hilarious that the gay chick is like, go 4B movement. Anyhow, after a whole bunch of women jumped online and they were like, that's it, we're swearing off men. We don't want to have X with any of y'all. A whole bunch of men jumped online and were like, thank you. Check this out.
I am the absolute biggest supporter of the 4B movement. All these women out there talking about they're doing the 4B movement and they're no longer going to have sex and reproduce with men that are bums and losers and don't treat them right. I fully support that with every ounce of my being. I've been wishing y'all would do that for 39 long ass years. Been wishing for that. Because y'all used to have daddies that would make sure that you got with someone that was worth a damn. Ooh, please, let's go 4B, baby. Let's go. I am all for the 4B movement. 4B, yeah, 4B, yeah. No more shitty decisions. No more shitty decisions. I mean, I doubt it, but it's a good thought.
Listen, let me explain something to all of the women out there. Movements like this don't work unless everybody's on the same page. For example, do you remember the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955? The Montgomery bus boycott worked because nobody in Alabama got on a bus, took a bus, looked at the bus. I mean, no black person in Alabama was cuffing with a bus. However, the problem with the 4B movement is that even though a whole bunch of women are going to stop having sex, some women are still going to be out there doing their thing, and dudes are still going to be able to bust. For example, check out this one chick who was like, yeah, I support the 4B movement because once y'all stop giving away the poom poom, I'm going to start giving away the poom poom because I got 6 kids and I got to find me a baby daddy. Check this out.
What's this I'm hearing about a 4B movement? I know I'm late to the game, but bring it on here to the U.S. Bring it on here. convince all the women here to hold back their pom-pom. Because me, I have 6 kids. And it's hard to find a man to take care of me and my 6 kids. But if you guys want to hold back your pom-pom, I finally get a chance. So bring that movement here. Because what is that really going to do? If all the women were on the same page, then something might happen. But everybody's not going to be on that same 4B movement. So while you doing that, I'm going to be right here to slide on in and get me a man. Let's go. Power to the people.
See, absolutely no solidarity. Now, where this concept might work is with GUN control, because I guarantee you that the government would change the GUN laws if every black person went to the GUN store at the exact same time on the exact same day and purchased themselves some legal arms. I guarantee you, the exact same laws that they're like, we can't change them, those laws would change with a quickness. Anyhow, one person who's really feeling the effects of election 2024 is Tasha K, because after she revealed that she voted for Donald Trump, her subscribers started dropping like flies. Check out what Tasha K had to say.
That's on that. So y'all acting like, oh, I'm just dead against supporting. That's not what it is. But my preference is based off of my experience. And y'all got a lot of money when y'all was up under Trump. PPP loans, stimmy checks, all types of stuff, okay? Y'all ain't getting that now. Y'all ain't getting that now.
Listen, I hope you guys know that the reason why you got PPP loans and stimulus checks was because of COVID. I mean, you're not gonna get that money just because Donald Trump got reelected. I'm just saying. Anyhow, let's continue.
But that's cool. And if we continue with Harris, that's cool too. And I'm going to work with her the best way I can. But y'all just not going. Let me get back to the celebrity gossip.
Yo, why did Tasha K say that she would be willing to work with her like she was going to be up in the office with her? All right, let's go.
Let me get back to the celebrity gossip, child. This is not my arena. That's why I don't do these political conversations. I don't. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, if I offended you, I apologize. Okay, y'all know I don't care about losing no followers. We win some, we lose some. Hell, I lost 100,000 with Jaguar Wright. I lost more than that with Cardi B. That's just the way life goes. It's inflation and deflation. So I get it, but just the utter, people operating and they want to fight, they want to threaten. For what? For what? Ain't nobody really giving us anything. Nothing. Neither one of them. So stop.
Listen, Tasha's feeling it. Anyhow, I don't subscribe to the notion that you should start unsubscribing to people because they disagree with you or you disagree with them. Because what happens is, if you only engage with people who share the same exact viewpoints as you, you run the risk of becoming a little narrow-minded. And on top of that, I also like to know what my ops are doing. Listen, like the old adage goes, don't discuss religion and politics unless you're ready for what comes with discussing religion and politics. Because a lot of people get upset over their religion and politics. For example, check out Little Pump in a bookstore beating up Barack Obama's book.
What the fuck does this book have? It has 700 pages of nothing. Fuck this guy.
You know something? If you're in Barnes & Noble's beating up books, then maybe you don't need to be in a political aisle. You, sir, need to be in a self-help aisle. Anyhow, back to Tasha K. If Tasha K didn't want to get any blowback, Tasha K should have did exactly what 50 Cent did. Because 50 Cent waited until the election was done, then he popped out with a picture of him in a tux shaking Trump's hand. Cause nobody plays the fence better than 50. And I'm sure, just like he had a photo ready to go with Trump, he also had a photo ready to go just in case Kamala won. Now, in the picture, 50 Cent wrote, "I don't care how the fight goes, I'm leaving with the winner. Ish. I still don't know what's going on. Congratulations." Now, after 50 Cent posted that photo, a whole bunch of people came in the comments, and one person was like, "Just say you love massa and keep it moving." And then somebody else was like, "Tax deductions, y'all slow?" And then after that, somebody else was like, "He wasn't at Diddy parties, but he was definitely at them Trump parties." Listen, 50 Cent is just over there hedging his bets. But I have a warning for 50. This strategy only works if Trump does the right thing and he doesn't go left, meaning ultra-right, like many people suspect that he's gonna do. Because what 50 Cent needs to understand is that if Trump goes left, his black behind is gonna be left. And he's gonna
fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Ooh, fuck around, find out.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, that new Ari Lennox song is applicable to everything. Listen, let me know in the comments, what do you think about Tasha K losing subscribers because she voted for Trump and 50 Cent rolling the dice and gambling on whoever won? Do you think that 50 Cent actually won with that move? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, somebody else who's catching backlash because of the way they voted is Waka Flocka. After being disinvited to an engagement that he was originally booked for in DC, after the people in DC found out how Waka Flocka voted, Waka Flocka jumped online and said, imagine living in a country that was built on free speech to ultimately find out free speech is only given to those who don't go against the system. A lot of people need to wake up. Y'all being used for a bigger agenda. Free speech is free speech. My decision for who I voted for is my decision. Y'all talking about freedoms? One of my meet and greet events in DC was canceled today because of some people's opinion, because they harassed a liquor store until they canceled the ish. Then they spin it like I did something wrong for having an opinion. That's freedom? Alright, so after Waka Flocka jumped online and said that, a whole bunch of people responded, and one person was like, you have free speech, the owner had free will. And then somebody else was like, consequences. Okay, so let me see if I can explain what's going on here in as clear of a way that I possibly can, in as bipartisan of a way that I possibly can. This is not Bush versus Dukakis, Gore versus Bush, or Barack versus McCain. This is something totally different. This is Trump versus democracy. And when people have a rational or irrational fear that their civil liberties and human rights are in danger of being taken away, similar to the way that Hitler encroached upon the rights of the Jewish people in Germany prior to World War II, and they know that you supported the leader that may institute laws like the Nuremberg laws, you get uninvited. Now, I know somebody out there is like, Sauce, that's cuffed up. Maybe, maybe not. Because if Trump turns out to be a regular president that adheres to democracy, yeah, then it's jacked up. But if he turns out to be an evil dictator, then, the people who disinvited you are totally right. I'm just saying, 30 years from now, history is gonna be the judge. Now, one person who was not stressing this election is Lamar Odom. Because while y'all were over there stressing about democracy, crying on TikTok and crying on Instagram, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this man won, Lamar Odom was over there taking a tour of an adult toy store, trying to figure out which one of these plastic white models might possibly be his next white girlfriend. Will y'all take a look at this?
I think this one. That one.
This is called squirt machine.
Oh, these ones might be wet. So no, not that way.
So we got one of the more popular ones.
Oh, wow.
It's the body app, biggest ass. What more can you ask for?
She's bad.
You really wanted to keep one of them.
It looked like I can see. It looked like I can see the butt.
She has the biggest ass in the building. So.
Yeah?
Yeah, out of the dolls, yeah.
I can see her ass from the front.
That's good.
Yeah, I can look. She's shaped like a woman. I can see her thighs.
Ooh. Look at the foot. Look at the ankle. Even, right?
Yo, it's crazy because it looked like right here. It looked like she got blood running through her veins right here. Am I bugging or am I going crazy? Look.
No, it's the detail that's
you see?
put in here.
Look,
That's Kay right over there. Specialty makeup. I mean,
artistry.
Yeah.
So we put into every outfit.
Even her hands, you just gotta like fix them. But you know what I mean, like her fingers and her hands.
Imagine how much you'd love shopping for her, Lamar.
Yeah, no.
Bras and panties.
This will make me probably get into women's fashion too.
Oh, it sure would. Women's fashion.
I'm being dead serious.
I hear you.
Make women's clothes.
Yeah.
Because I love clothes.
Some warm-ups for travel days. Some dresses.
Whatever reason you're getting the doll of her.
Look, I get it. There are no more Diddy parties in LA, so some dudes might be out there looking for alternatives. But I really hope that Lamar Odom did not buy himself a full-size plastic girlfriend. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments. If Lamar Odom bought himself a Chloe 2.0 XXX doll, is that freaky or is that just creepy? Listen, let me ask you a question. If you met a guy and you went to his house and you were thinking about making this dude your new boyfriend and you walked to the closet and he had a plastic girlfriend in there, are you staying? Let me know in the comment section below. I gotta tell you, some days like I rock with Lamar Odom and I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. And then other days I'm like, come on, Lamar. Especially when he was on College Hill, scratching his behind with that toothbrush, and Ray J, Nene Leakes, and all of the other people in the house were like, oh my goodness, that is just nasty. Alright, so last but not least, the other day Bad Baby was online, and while she was online, people in the comment section started trying to come for her, and they were like, ew, why are you so thin? What's wrong with you? And in response, Bad Baby jumped online and wrote, I'm sorry my cancer medication made me lose weight. I'm slowly gaining it back. So, stop running with the worst narratives. See, once again, a whole bunch of people on social media jumping in the comment section, all up in the Kool-Aid, and don't even know the flavor. Look, we want to send some prayers up for Bad Baby and everybody else out there who's suffering with cancer or any other disease. And we really hope that whatever treatment you're currently using puts that disease in remission. Why? Because we want you here for a very long time. So we're calling on Jehovah Rapha to touch your body. Why? Because he's the Lord who heals. Listen, let me know what you think about King Combs announcing that he's taking over Diddy's Instagram. Is that gonna make you follow him? Diddy making a new draft proposal for Bond, Charleston White sharing his takeaways from the election, the dude with the big behind Trump medallion realizing that he just might have voted against his own interests, Nick Fuentes saying, your body, my choice, Steve Bannon quoting Matt Walsh and saying, Project 2025 is real, LOL, women vowing to join the 4B movement, Tasha K losing subs because of her vote, 50 Cent rocking with whoever wins, Lil Pump beating up Barack Obama's book, Lamar Odom looking at potential new plastic girlfriends, and Bad Baby sharing that she's over there fighting the Big C. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.